howdy, y'all. Well, I didn't think, and no, the thing shows that nobody's here. And then I saw your comments. So, howdy, first person in the room, Johnson Hogg. Bonsoir, monsieur. So I'm glad you wrote something because I had no idea anybody was here. I'm playing to an empty room. Hey, Tim Nashif, thank you for coming. And Dave Mason from all the way across the pond. Thank you for coming. Thank you. And Lenny Steffen, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Thanks for coming, guys. Welcome to it's 4 now. Welcome to Fer Friday, number 133. I'm Bunny Barnes. Hallo Andrea aus Österreich. Grüß dich. Ich werde dich bald sehen. And Lauren Payne made it. Hi, thank you. Nice to see you guys. So this is number 133 and I'm Bunny Barnes. That Coming Into the Room music was When the Saints Go Marching In. It's a traditional black spiritual, but originated as a Christian hymn, is most often played by jazz bands, and most famously at funerals in New Orleans. As a hymn, it's used to express the wish to go to heaven, picturing the saints going in through the pearly gates. The most famous jazz recording was made in 1938 by Louis Armstrong and his orchestra. I went to see a friend the other day, my brother Mark. Hey, Michael Jackson. Good to see you. Michael Joseph Jackson. My brother Mark goes to play at a place called Lionsgate in New Jersey, Voorhees, New Jersey. And it turns out that my friend Sue Ellen is a resident there in skilled nursing. She has ALS. And so every chance I get to see her, I go over with Mark. Mark performs a show for the assisted living, and I go and see Sue Ellen. And the other night when I went, she was just really not up to having company. She just wanted to be alone. And so I went over and watched my brother Mark play. And since I had my guitar with me to play for Sue Ellen, Mark said, hey, why don't you join in? And that was the tune that we did. Hey, Buffalo 22. Freut mich auch. Hello, John Montanez from the West Coast. Is it beautiful there today? As I always think of where you live as such a beautiful area. Can't imagine that you ever have storms because it's always in my mind. It's always perfect. So let me clunk you all. Welcome to Fer Friday. And I also wanted to play that song today because there was a celebration of life yesterday for a friend of mine, and I'm really going to miss Dan, so I'm going to dedicate a lot of this stuff to him today. Do I know you, Buffalo 22? I can't tell what your name is from that. You could let me know, or not. You could just be the mysterious Buffalo 22. That's fine, too. But thanks for coming in. That's all I care about. So anyway, I wanted to dedicate a lot of this today to my friend Dan Graper. Dan lost his life last week or the week before at age 64, and yesterday there was a celebration of life, but I couldn't be there because I was playing a show. It was a very, very special show for me. It was Philadelphia Songwriters in the Round down at the Royal in Philadelphia, and wow, it was such a great show. Hey, Annette. Hey, Charles. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming. So I played all original songs at this Philly songwriter, of course, songwriter in the round, as did everyone else. And it was in the round, so each one of us took a turn and played a tune. Oh, wonderful, Buffalo. Thank you. I hope you can learn something from what I do. If you ever have questions, just let me know. Send me a little private message. I'll be glad to answer. So, as I said, this was a little a songwriting thing. Everybody did a tune. We went in the round, and then it's after the fourth tune each, we took a stretch. I played "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" while they sang it, and then we all did a last number. And I had them both stomping their feet, and I had them in tears too, with some of my tunes and my introductions as well. So I wanted to play a tune that I played last night. I originally wrote it when I came back from Tommy Emmanuel's camp in Iceland. I think it was April of 23. 24 could have been. And I just had some time to kill because I couldn't go anywhere. I had to be in the house, and I was isolating from Steven. So I just, this tune just came into my head, so I started playing it. And I had to get it on the guitar, and I played it at the show last night, and they really seemed to like it. It was a real honor to be there. And I call this one Coming Home. Coming Home. That's my tune. So, wow. Thanks so much. Let me make sure I'm in tune here. So, because of the Philly Songwriters in the Round thing, I didn't have a whole lot of time to practice. And I had a lot of tunes running in my head. And, as I said, I wanted to dedicate some things to Dan today. There's the culprit. And he was just a fabulous guitarist and banjo player, just incredible. And he'd gone to some of Tommy Emmanuel's camps, and I'd heard him play on stage with Tommy. He was just a really, really nice guy. And as I said, he was young. He was 64, and I'm going to miss his playing a lot. So I wanted to play this tune that was written by Elton John and his longtime writing partner, Bernie Taupin. It was first released in 1973 and reached number 4 in the UK and number 2 on the pop charts in the US. It was certified gold in September of 1995 and then platinum in May of 2018. In Canada, it became his second number 1 single following Crocodile Rock earlier that year. And as I said, this is for my friend Dan. He's a star in the face of the sky for me. Here's Daniel. And again, I just learned this like 2 days ago. for my friend Daniel Graper. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Hey, David Bjornsgaard, thanks for coming in. And Ilona Dudasek, thank you. Good to see you. So that was for Daniel Graper. Daniel. A very new arrangement for me. There are a couple new arrangements in here today. So I hope you're liking them. I want to tell you about this little guitar. I see Johnson mentioned it. Hey, Kevin Rather. Good to see you. Appreciate that. Thank you, guys. So my normal guitar that I play is a Maton EBG 808 Artist. She's my go-to workhorse, and I love that guitar. But this is my Maton, my Mini Maton Diesel Special, and it's my travel guitar. I'm going on a trip soon, and this one's going with me. It's got an amazing sound plugged in, and I guess you can hear that. You should hear it plugged into an amp. It just has such an amazing. It has a bigger booming bass than my EBG 808. It's a fun guitar to play. It's got more frets. It's got 15 frets to the neck. That sometimes messes me up a little bit when I'm playing and I'm trying to slide up to the 14th fret and hit that body. Sometimes that kind of messes me up. But the sound of it is just incredible. Thanks, Lauren. I appreciate the break of string. Thank you. Have a good time wherever you're going. Always on replay. So hi to the Invisible Friends. Kit Kaku, Bob Salzberg, Craig Petrin, Daryl Anderson. Lauren is here today. She's visible now. You're usually on the invisible list. Michelle Whiteman, Maggie Clark, Joe Wilcox, Jane Walco, and any others invisible. I guess, Lauren, I can take you off the invisible list. That's good to know. If I don't mention your name, you could be invisible to ECAM. Yesterday, Helen and Dave were on. I didn't get to see them because I had my show last night with the Philly Songwriters in the Round, but I will post them to my page. David Falcone was down the shore, and I don't know about Stevie Coyle. Slim Edelman was at the Tucson Folk Fest, so he wasn't on either. Warren Bendler should be on tomorrow at 3 p.m. His Folky Fridays on Saturday, so look for him. Meredith and Craig will be back on Saturday night. They're not doing Fridays or Sundays at the moment, but then they're on Monday through Thursday. Look for Meredith Axelrod. And Cozy, Sheridan, and Charlie Cook will be on Tuesday morning, and then Raleigh's back on Wednesday. Muriel Anderson is Monday night at 7. Don't miss her. And who knows, Lawrence might show up on Monday afternoon. You never know with him. Thanks to Carl Brownfield for the Carl Shop Show for playing my tunes going into break. Look for the Carl Shop Show online at kgfn.org. And to Rusty and Jan for the Philly folk scene. They're on WPPM Radio or the phillycam.org. They also have a show on Sunday afternoon. They're very big in promoting the Philadelphia Folk Festival and the Philly folk scene, and we owe them a lot for their promo. And I hope to be here next Friday. I have a live gig on Sunday. I will be at Crossing Vineyards and Winery from 2 to 6. That's in Newtown. They have some great food now, along with their full bar, tasty, yummy wines and beers. And then I will also be back there again the following Sunday. So 2 Sundays in a row at Crossing Vineyards and Winery. And I do hope to be back here on the 11th. I may be off for about a month after that, though. That QR code will take you to Bandcamp and take you to my CD. That will take you to my website, which will also take you to my appearances and my YouTube link. If you want to hear me on YouTube, that'll have a button right there, and also my professional Facebook page. And then down here, the QR code is for Venmo. If you're feeling extra generous today, never expected but always appreciated. And then my PayPal link is down there as well. So, I'm sorry you lost the connection. I hope it's good from this end. I've been having that on other people's live streams recently. So I resemble that remark. I know what that is. So, I'd like to play this next tune. I should have been retuning here. This is a tune that I learned from Tommy Emmanuel. It's actually a Billy Joel tune. And it wasn't released for 6 years until after he wrote it. He wrote the song about a doomed relationship between him and model Elle Macpherson. And it's actually, I didn't know this, it was inspired by the Scottish ballad Barbara Allen. The single peaked at number 37 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 5 in the US in the Adult Contemporary chart in 1980. And it was one of the first fingerstyle arrangements of Tommy Emmanuel's that I learned. It was the first thing I ever played for him. There's a section in it. I asked him what the section was about. It didn't sound like "And So It Goes." And he said when he was talking to Billy Joel said that his favorite artist was the Beatles. And so there's a little section in the middle of this, you'll have to listen for it, that sounds a little bit like "She Loves You." And that he put that in as a tribute to Billy Joel. When I played it for him in that green room back in the Surflight Theater, he said to me, "I've heard a lot of people try to play my arrangement, Bunny, but that's the best I've ever heard." And I was shocked, and I said, "You wouldn't just josh a girl, would you?" And he said, "I will never josh you." And I knew from that point on that this man was going to teach me a lot. This is also an arrangement that Dan played of Tommy's. He had changed some things a little bit around. It was just beautiful. Here's "And So It Goes." And So It Goes. Send that out to Dan Graper. And yeah, we're going to miss him. So, we had a couple people come in here. Hey, Dave Irwin. David and Helen did a beautiful tribute to Dan Graper last week. So go find the Helen Avakian's page and check him out. I missed you last night, Dave, because I had my show, but I'll go back and watch it. Hey, Jan Anderson, you made it. Yes, better late than never. Absolutely. Absolutely. I hope you'll go back and watch some of the replay. And John King from Ottawa. Thanks for coming. All that way. Whoa. Thank you. And Sandra Campagna made it. And David McDonald from Scotland. Thank you so much, guys. It was a real slow start. I didn't see anybody here. And then Johnson said hello, and I knew at least I was broadcasting. So, as I said, it's not real polished today because of having the show last night. And I played a couple new songs today. And, but I know I'm amongst friends, so it's okay. So I was listening to some 70s radio station, and this song came on. I've been feeling really pretty blue, and I missed the celebration of life yesterday because I had my show. But my friend Harold sent me a little video clip of a bunch of the guys at the celebration of life playing While My Guitar Gently Weeps. And so I felt like I was there, and it was really nice of him to burn me a CD of his music. And still, we're going to miss Dan a lot. And yeah, you did. That's right, Dave. Dave and Helen played a recording of Dan's on their show. If you want to hear Dan play, you can also go to Dan Graper Music, I think it is. Just Google Dan Graper, Graper, and you'll find his website. I think it's still up, and you can listen to some of his music. He was incredible. So anyway, I've been feeling blue, and this song came on the 70s station, and it reminded me of Stephen. Always liked this tune, and it made him think of me. It was written by Richard Lay and recorded by country music singer Crystal Gale. This will probably give it to you. And released in 1977. It became her signature piece and won her a Grammy for Best Female Country Vocal Performance. In 1999, it was recognized by ASCAP as one of the 10 most performed songs of the 20th century. I didn't recognize any of the names of the people who have recorded it, but there are a lot of people. But it has been translated into French, German, Cantonese, and Czech. Again, I just arranged this yesterday, so here's Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue. Don't Make My Brown Eyes Blue. Yeah, good tune in it. I really like playing that one. Had to learn it. So I missed some people here. Let me go back a little bit. It's a little out of my range. I only have a 5-note range, Johnson. Can't reach those notes. Sorry. I hope you're singing though. Yeah. Hey, Helene, you made it. Thanks for coming. Tim and Miles Thompson. I love Tim and Miles. I know them very well. They tour with her. Wow. He is. I know he's an amazing Winfield champ. Wow, I didn't know that. Cool. Don Miles. Is he a relation? Is he another? Is that his son? Don? Is that Tim's son? Miles is his son, I know. Wow. I'll have to look that up. Yeah. Don't It Make Your Brown Eyes Blue. It's such a pretty song. Well, thank you all for coming today. Nobody was on. Dave Falcone wasn't on. Slim Adon wasn't on. Stevie Kyle, I didn't see if he was on or not. It's his son. Oh, okay. And I didn't know if anybody would show up. I did advertise it, but I didn't really push it very well, and because I was playing last night and I didn't really have time to send it out there a lot. So I'm really, really glad that you guys remembered and showed up for me. It means a lot. Letting the guitar be my voice heals my soul, and I so hope that I make you happy with my music. Love you lots. Stay safe out there. I'm going to plan to be back here next week, and you might get to hear a new original tune next week. Tune in. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Love you all. Thanks so much. See you soon.